some of you might be thinking, yeah, but I don't know what to look for in a food label. Okay, well, always look at the serving size, because all those numbers correspond to that serving size.
Right.
So if you're not even eating that serving size, you have to keep things in perspective. Or if you're going to eat or drink the whole thing and it's got 5 servings in it, well, then you got to multiply all those numbers by 5. So you have to know how to read that food label. They kind of make it I don't know who they are, but
whoever they
it's
are,
a little
right?
tricky.
Yeah. But I think that's important too, because many of us have never read food labels. So
Right.
I think now this is a whole new way of life that you have to now
Yeah.
train your brain to be like, okay, let me actually read it. Let
Mhm.
me know what are the 5 things I should look for,
Mhm.
serving size.
Well, I'll give you some tips there. I would
Mhm.
say, yeah, definitely look at your serving size for sure. You
Mhm.
want to capture protein, so I know you're all looking at your protein.
Mhm.
Now, remember, the whole thing with the total carb is you want a product that has high fiber
Right.
because fiber is indigestible, so it drives down that carb number. So if it says total carb 10, fiber 5, it's really net carbs 5.
Okay.
Right? So, but some food labels don't put net carbs. You have to
Right.
kind of do the math yourself. So even if you have your calculator, you can do the math yourself.
All right.
So look for high fiber, look for definitely low sugar.
Mhm.
I look for products that have single digit sugars. So if they're double digits, I don't care what it is, whether it's yogurt, bread, cereal, whatever, single digit sugars.
Mhm.
And remember that it'll say added sugar and total sugar. The added sugar is already in that total sugar. It's just telling you, the consumer, how much added sugar was added to that product.
Right.
So it almost seems ridiculous that you have total sugar 5, added sugar 4. Like, seriously? So that product naturally only had the 1 gram and now you just added the 4 grams?
Oh
Do we
my
really
gosh.
need to do that?
Right.
So look at that total sugar number, keep it single digits. The lower the better.
Right.
I mean, we can get into percentages. The American Dietary Guidelines say keep sugar about 10%. I say less than 10% of your calories, but I don't know if that applies to you because you're eating 500 calories.
Right.
And remember that excessive sugar can lead to dumping syndrome,
Mm.
right? Dumping syndrome would be pretty miserable.
Right.
I think we're going to be having a whole podcast on nutrition complications, right?
Yeah.
So you can really understand what is dumping syndrome, what brings it on, what are vitamin deficiencies, what you experience, why some people don't experience it.
Right.
But watch the sugar. So look at serving, look at protein, look at sugars. If you have high blood pressure, you do have to watch sodium. So if you're picking a product that has 900 milligrams of sodium, and the American Heart Association says you can have about 1,300 milligrams of sodium if you're on blood pressure meds, well, guess what? You just blew your load on the one product. So, and then read the ingredients. I think, small ingredient list would be good because remember, they're going to always list the most to the least.
Right.
So if the first 3 ingredients is sugar, salt, and processed flour,
Right.
it's probably not the
Not good.
best
Yeah.
product. Try to pick something else. So
Yeah. I think too, they do it on purpose because they know many of us don't want to read. Like, they know for a fact that many people just are searching for high protein snacks, and they're like, no, the main audience here is just gonna grab it and just buy it. Like, they know for a fact that you guys aren't gonna pick it up, check it out, and look. I mean, just because you're eating less doesn't mean that you can now, have something that's really bad for you just because you can probably
that's
have
a really
half.
good point. Really good point.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm only taking a bite.
Yeah.
Well, if you keep taking bites of really bad food, by the end of the day, you ate a lot of bites of really bad food.
Exactly. Plus, a bite turns into 3, and then 3 turns into the whole thing, and then then it's downhill from there. So.